Hi, it's Chris again with C&H Auto Accessories, coming from, I would like to say sunny, but it's rainy Margate, Florida. So we're going to do this video. It just finished raining. I think I got just enough time to do a video. So I'm going to rush through it as quickly as I can. That being said, by the way, if you have questions, that is our telephone number. So come on over here. All right, John, bring the camera over. What do we have? A Nissan Titan XD. Now this has got the factory roll bar on here. Okay. Now, as you know, a lot of times you see advertising, if you have a factory roll bar, you can't put a cover. And that is true. But what I've here, I do have a cover on here. So maybe it's not so true. Well, it's true and not so true. We'll go into what I'm talking about. Okay, what do we have here? Well, we got the Nissan with a BaK Revolver X4S. Basically, this is a rolling hard cover. It comes with a 5-year manufacturer warranty. It is a flush mount. It's going to sit here in the bed. Now, before I go into everything, if you notice, I had to do some changes, which is basically how this works. Basically, this goes in the bed and locks into the cargo management system. Unfortunately, because of that, we can't put a cover on. So what we had to do is I had to basically cut off that part. And then, of course, we can't just leave it not attached. So I basically used the same hardware and attached it from underneath here. So, as you can see, it's not going anywhere. So that is good to go. So let's go into the cover now. Now, I'll show you. Oh, luckily I have the remote. Now, I just unlocked it, but you gotta love these things. You walk away from it and it's just gonna lock it again. All right. So now you're gonna have a passenger side, driver's side release mechanism here. Now, if you look here, I don't know if you can see this, a big seal right here. I don't know if you can see with my hands here. Now, that's gonna sit right against the tailgate. Now, one of the biggest places where water gets in is between this part and this part of the tailgate. So BaK Industries is doing its part to keep the water out. Now, I want to make sure I'm saying this 100% clear. I get people coming here and they seem to think these are submarines. These things are not 100% waterproof. I tell that everyone all the time, and you know, people still try to use the Jedi mind trick, but you said it's waterproof. I go, I've never said that. I put signs in the store. And it's funny how many times people want me to say it, and I wish I could, but then I would be lying. So I'm not going to do it, okay? Now let's go ahead and roll over here. I'll show you a few of the things. This used to be silver. This is now black, so it looks a little nicer. You got this little rubber piece here. What is that for? Well, that is for your hands when you go to roll it. That's why this part doesn't get hot from the sun, which is really nice. So now, I'm going to show you a few things you cannot do with your cover. That's right. Now, as you said, we got the roll bar here. Now, I've done this in the other videos. Now, you really can't go any further but halfway because it still hits the roll bar. Now, I have a few people who have done this before, and they call me up. They say, well, technically, I was able to get a little further. And I'll show you what they did. So you can do this too. I don't usually advertise this way because it's a little harder, but basically, you have to flatten this out, and then you can roll it in a little bit more. And it takes a few more minutes to get it all the way in there. And so I was incorrect before. I'm saying it stops here. You can get a little further. The nice thing when it does get in like this, it kind of keeps it in place. So if you want to drive with it partially open, this will do a good job of keeping it in place. So yes, I know I've told people it stops here. You can go a little further, and I can keep rolling it all the way in there if I wanted to. And once you get past this part and you're inside there, you can actually secure it, and it'll be just how it normally would be. I'm not going to do that for the video. I just tell people it stops here. But again, I have done this multiple times, and the customers call me back, no, I was able to get in there. I had to wiggle it in there, but it worked. So that being said, I'm just telling you what they told me. And again, you can still use it just like you normally would. So now when you go to close this, you're going to want to do this, close one side. But if you do that, if you notice the other side didn't close. So what you need to do, you have to put, if you notice my hands, right, left and right. You want to close both sides. So again, if you get this and you put it on your foot, why is the other side not closing? Well, you have to do both sides. A little common sense, but you know, common sense is not for everybody. Again, now if you look inside this bed, you got the Titan boxes. Now normally what I do is when I have these, if you notice these rails are here, normally how they go in there, they're like this. And you can't put the cover in because these are in the way. Now, a lot of times I will flip them upside down, but unfortunately the Titan box just doesn't give me enough room to put them upside down like how you normally would do it. So I would like to put them in there. And I'd probably, if I was able to take the Titan box out. Maybe I could put them in and then put it back in, but at this moment in time, this is, I had to completely remove them, which I didn't really want to do, but I didn't have much of an option. So again, I'm showing you some of the bad stuff. I'm showing you the good stuff. I do that. If you make this purchase, you understand what you're getting. We're the only ones that seem to be doing this. A lot of places don't want to do it. Why? Because it's a pain in the tush. We do charge extra for, you know, redoing all this stuff. But if you got this truck and you want to cover, this is the way to do it. And this is one of the few ways, if not the other way. The other way is completely removing this. But be honest with you, this looks great. The roll bar looks great. Technically, it's not a real roll bar because it's not mounted as a roll bar. It's mounted as a sport bar. But it looks really good. I think I'd rather do the modifications and keep the roll bar than to completely remove it. And you can still access your bed and stuff like that. Most of the time, you really just need this much because most of the time you don't go all the way up there. But if you had to move something or you want to put a motorcycle back there, I showed you, you can get it all the way up with a little extra effort. Maybe a little WD-40 at the end, make it a little slip by this a little easier. Again, I'm telling you all the facts. This way, if you decide to get this, you know what you're getting into. Again, at C&H Auto Accessories, we can do this for you. We also put a 1-year warranty on our work. So if you have to get us to do it, we can do it for you. We're going to put 1 year on it, protect everything we have done. Now, of course, you got your 5 years from the manufacturer on this. And if we install it for you like we did this, we are able to double the warranty on this as well. So it goes from 5 years to 10 years. Technically, we're not doubling the warranty. It's being done by the manufacturer. So they handle the parts. We give you 1 year on the labor, so we cover everything we've done today, plus we cover another year on top of it. Now, this customer is actually out of the area, and I do appreciate him. He saw the video. He says, you know, I got that truck. I want this set up. We talked on the phone. I told him what's involved with it, and he drove, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours here. And by the way, all those customers you know, come here, and they're driving from Georgia, all the different states, or higher, you know, Key West or Orlando. Thank you. Thank you for coming down there. I make sure when I get your truck, I'm going to take a good, take my time with it and do a good job with it. And again, we can ship it to you anywhere in the country. If you get this and you want to do this, I can walk you through a lot of the stuff we have done, and we'll tell you exactly how to do it, because I left out a lot of details just now, because I'm not telling you everything, because I want you to buy from me and not buy from some guy on Amazon, because, you know, that's how we pay our bills here. You know? Again, I'm Chris with C&H Auto Accessories, doing a review on the BaK Revolver X4S on a Nissan Titan XD with the factory roll bar. And before I forget, like and subscribe. Thank you.